Alrighty, so this is my Milestone 3 report. So I went with the animation route, implementing some animations. So I wanted to import an actual Mixamo character, so I imported this girl, Michelle. I renamed her in my game to be Rain just to spice it up a bit, but I actually had to go into Maya and add in the root bone for her. And so that was a fun little detour, just so that I could do root animations with her, because the Mixamo characters don't have root bones down at their feet, that is. And her hands are messed up. The hand bones are messed up, but that hasn't been a problem yet, so I haven't fixed it yet. Right, and so I was able to get in all these animations and use root animations. Just to prove it, I do have enabled root motion for her different, like this is her run forward. So I'm first gonna demo the walking and running. Let me make this a little bigger. Okay, so I can walk forward and I have it so that she rotates with the camera, which is nice. I can go in the different in-between directions, I guess, because I'm using the blend tree. And I can also hold shift to run in all directions as well. So just to prove that I'm doing that correctly, let me go to the animation blueprint, and I have the default state machine with the blend space, like we talked about in class, with the right movement and forward movement. So here's the blend space. And then in my character blueprints, here's where I'm setting those values based on the sprint value with the left shift, and then just the input axis. So that is how that is working. Right, that is the walk run. Next I'm going to do the attack and the jump. So when you press the space key, she jumps in the air. The jump isn't perfect because it like ends before she's back on the ground. So I should work on that, but it does work. And then if you have the F key, she goes into a spin attack. And even if you're doing something else, she will immediately go into this cool spin attack, which I think is cool. And how I did both of those was with animation montages. So I have my jump forward right here as a montage, and the spin attack right here as a montage. In case, right now it just has the one animation, but in case I want to add anything cool, like a particle effect or something. And then in order to get those to work, both of them are in this default slot, and then in the animation blueprint I had to add in the animation graph this default slot so that it works right. And then in the third person character down here, so here's the attack, it just plays the montage. There's no actual gameplay from the attack yet. So it just plays the montage, and then the jump also plays the montage right here. Okay, so those are all the required things. I also played around with getting a pretty cool grapple animation in there. I'm kind of happy with how it turned out. It's not perfect. So basically what happens is you aim by holding the mouse button and looking around. This is what I had before. And then, so she has the cable attached to both of her hands, so I added sockets into her hands to do that. And then you aim, you press the E. Actually, I'm going to go over to this one. You press, if I can aim at it, my mouse is so sensitive. Okay, you press the E key. She throws the cable, it attaches over there, then she does a flip into this kind of idle loop, and then she falls with a fall animation to land herself. So let me do it again because I think it's cool. So she does the throw, and then she does a flip into the whatever. It's a little glitchy right there. This transition isn't smoothest, and then she falls back down, and the cable resets to her hand. So I did that with a couple of montages. I have a montage for the start, which is right here, where she does the throw, and then right at the point where it looks like she's thrown the thing, I send this notify out, and then at the end of this there's the flip. So in the character blueprint, where is it? Right here. I have this big long grapple series of events. It's a very gross. I know I need to put it in a component and separate these out into functions, but for now I just have it commented pretty well. So after all this is all the stuff I had from before, but you also start your grapple montage. So you start the start montage. On that notify that I pointed out, you attach the cable to the hook object reference. So that's how I did that, in the middle of the montage. And then she goes into the flip, and then when that's done, you disable movement and you start the grapple montage, which is that loop. Or actually, I don't think I showed that yet. So the actual grapple montage has two animations. It's this loop in the air and then the end falling down animation. So, and then they're labeled into the different sections. So grapple loop and grapple end, so that I can reference different parts of them in the blueprint. So basically on the grapple timeline, which is how I'm updating the character's movement right here, every frame of that timeline, I'm also making sure to set the montage, the next section of the montage to the loop. So basically it's just looping this over and over. Instead of going to the grapple end, I keep setting the next sections to loop. So she's stuck in that loop for the duration of the timeline. And then at the end of the timeline, right here, when the timeline is finished, you stop the current grapple animation. So even if she's in the middle of a grapple loop section, you just stop it immediately. And then you start the montage right here at the grapple end part. So you start it right here, so she immediately falls down. And then right after that, you reset the cable to the hand. Yes, so, oh no. That is everything, and I'll do it one more time just because I think it looks cool. Bam. So she does the throw, she does the flip into the whatever, which doesn't look great when she's going up, and then she falls down and the cable resets. So yeah, that is what I worked on for this milestone. I wanted to try the animation out because I think that stuff is super cool. Alrighty, so that is all I got, I think.